The asteroid Juno will leave Libra on November the 3rd and move into deep and mysterious Scorpio for an extended retrograde period. So, what does this mean for you? Should you be worried? And what the heck is Juno? Thank you for joining me for today's video. Let's take a deep dive into the Juno astrology. Juno in astrology is one of tens of thousands of asteroids that help us learn valuable life lessons and move us along on our path. It is considered to be ranked important as in the top 5 asteroids in astrology. So when it moves or goes retrograde, we feel a ripple of this energy through the zodiac. So it's not going to be just Aries or just Pisces. Everyone's going to feel this shift. The asteroid is named after the goddess Juno, or Hera in Greek mythology, and is the protector of marriage, relationships, and commitment. But in astrology, your Juno placement in the natal chart reveals insights into your attitudes towards marriage, loyalty, commitment, and what we seek in relationships. So you can see that when this asteroid goes retrograde, we're going to be more introverted and we're going to be reviewing what's wrong with our current relationships or what we could have done differently in the past. So it also can make us a little bit more optimistic about commitments. So this powerful asteroid tours the zodiac sign Scorpio for about 8.5 months total, from November the 3rd of 2024 to February the 19th of 2025, and then comes back April the 15th to October the 1st of 2025. Juno teaches life lessons via the zodiac sign it's touring in, and the natal house it's touring in your natal chart. When Juno's in Scorpio, your ideas around partnerships can change dramatically. You may become much more passionate, intense, or ready to commit. And in today's video, we're going to look at what each sign can expect with this dynamic energy. Let's look at the change that's about to happen. Juno moved into Libra on August the 9th and was pretty comfortable in Libra, helping us to be more willing to embrace partnerships, commitments, new relationships, and working together in these relationships instead of pulling against each other, and particularly in your romantic relationships. So now we're leaving that energy as Juno moves into Scorpio, and it's going to take this energy to another level. We're extra serious and intense when it comes to commitments, and we don't take them lightly at all, and we value loyalty above all else. Juno in Scorpio will last over a little over 3 months. Then, as I said, it will go retrograde or appear to move backwards, and then it will move into Sagittarius as it moves backwards. And then it comes back to Scorpio on April the 15th. Juno and Scorpio last a little over 3 months, and then it will retrograde. But I'll put the information up on the screen because it's kind of convoluted. After the retrograde is over, we will then get 3 months of Juno just moving forward in Scorpio. During this time, we have better control over our intense feelings, especially around our partner or a new relationship, or maybe the deepening of a current relationship. So it's a lot to look at when we're thinking about balance and when we're thinking about compromise, we're thinking about new ways of connecting with our partner or being open to love for that matter. This is a deep healing time for people that have blocks around maybe commitment or intimacy. So a lot can shift thanks to this asteroid. Let's break it down and look at what each sign can expect. The asteroid Juno in Scorpio for the zodiac signs will be very important. And I want to tell you, this is my take on the energy and the astrology. And because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by. I do hope you find what you're looking for. And as always, take it with a grain of salt. There are thousands and thousands of people in the same sign as you, but in different stages of their life. Okay, so let's look at Aries. Asteroid Juno in Scorpio can leave you inspired and committed. And you're ready. You're ready to commit 100% to your current relationship or to someone new. You're shifting your energy about being alone and really wanting that partner. The downside of this optimistic energy is you could be looking at a romantic relationship with rose-tinted glasses and really not seeing the whole picture, more or less just glossing over the red flags and being ready to, jump out there and commit, because you're only seeing what you want to see. During retrograde, though, you may have a more realistic version of your partnership and what needs your attention. And this could be about the relationship in general, or your partner's flaws, or insight on what's maybe holding you back. Healthy relationships need maintenance, and honestly, you're ready for a healthy relationship. You're done with the toxic people. You would like to have a more adult, stable relationship, but to do that, you're going to have to work on transforming your own issues around love, loyalty, and commitment. And it's likely now that things from the past will come up in the version of a daydream, a song playing somewhere may trigger a memory, or it could just be something that happens in a dream. You are remembering a relationship, maybe from 10 years, maybe from much longer, and how things unfolded and what really shouldn't have happened. This will be very impactful for Aries on many levels. If you can clear those blocks from the past, we're going to see you ready to commit on a deeper level. Looking at Taurus, Juno and Scorpio can bring ease into your most important partnerships. If you're struggling with your romantic relationship, the energy should allow you to connect on a deeper level. And this is motivating you to do just that, to connect on that deeper level, rather than just giving your partner space or just kind of hoping things will work out on its own. While Juno is in retrograde, you may question if you're the only one compromising in your relationship, or if you're the only one that really cares if this relationship is floundering or not. And if you feel your partner is asking too much of you, or the partnership is out of balance, you may need to work on core issues around communication, dedication, loyalty, and responsibilities. And the best way to do this is to sit down and have a conversation. And it's going to feel uncomfortable, and you're going to have to be really careful that you don't accuse or attack your partner. Perhaps take notes before you start the conversation so that you can refer back to those bullet points. This could be a time where your relationship changes dramatically for the better, but it's going to take dedication and attention for that to happen. For Gemini, the asteroid Juno in Scorpio highlights your personal relationship in a very meaningful way. But you may find yourself overcommitting and taking on too many projects, doing too many things, wanting to be everything for your partner, and therefore smothering them with attention. And this could really leave you and your partner overwhelmed. Narrow your focus to only one new business idea, one new hobby during this time, and maybe one night out per week, instead of trying to do something every night with them or shower them with gifts, or just really kind of tone it down and don't go overboard. During the retrograde, you may be asking yourself, how can you better show up for your partner? How can you be there in a way that's more meaningful and more authentic? And Gemini may also be asking the question, what needs to shift in this romantic relationship for your partner to feel more secure, more stable, and happier? And these could be some big issues. And once again, communication is key. Make it a point to let your partner know that you care for them and that you hear them, you see them, you understand that they're having some issues, and work towards healing them. I mean, this going to be a bumpy ride. If you're trying to overcome, say, a past discretion in the relationship, it may be highlighted when Juno is in retrograde to the point where it is a focus, and it doesn't matter if it happened 5 minutes ago or 15 years ago. If it's still bothering your partner, it's going to come back up, and you're going to have to discuss it and work through it again. So that's going to be a lot of heavy energy. If there is no issue with the relationship, then this is more focused on personal healing, understanding why you've made the decisions you did and what could be impacting you from the past. So it's a very transformative time for Gemini natives. For Cancer, suddenly you're feeling inspired and creative. You want to be more committed to the fun and relaxed side of life now. And life is not so serious for you suddenly. Things are easier. You're back in the flow. So your stress level has eased with this internal shift, making things much easier in your life. And you're also thinking about long-term commitments and what love and partnership could add to your life or should add to your life. For the single Cancers who have pretty much put that boundary up of they don't want a relationship because too much pain, too much sorrow, don't have time, you may be rethinking that, because a deep healing is happening with Juno in Scorpio. While in retrograde, you're ready to blast blocks around commitments, and you may have really prophetic dreams, or you may have a daydream, or something you read or something you watch may trigger a memory from your childhood regarding your parents' or caregivers' relationship. And you may see that their relationship really imprinted on you more than you realize. Could you be out there, trying to recreate that relationship dynamics in your current relationship, or looking for someone to build that type of relationship, even if you're not consciously seeking it or don't think it's healthy? Situations imprint us when we're children, and we carry that until we become aware of it. And now you're going to be a little bit more aware, and you're going to spend some time reviewing your relationships. Just look back to relationships. What was the underlying theme? And what could you have done differently? Could you have accepted that things weren't going to work out and not pushed or strived so hard to hold on to the relationship? Could you have maybe applied some of the lessons from the past to those relationships? And could you now distill those lessons down and apply them moving forward? So the retrograde will bring in a very analytical energy for Cancer, and you're very much ready. You're ready for some changes, and big transformation is in the works for 2025 for Cancer. Okay, Leo. The asteroid Juno in Scorpio can lead Leo to a more compassionate and supportive mindset. You want to be there for your friends, your loved ones, your partner, and you're thinking about how you can help them and support them. You care deeply about your friends, and it shows now. And the same for your partner. Your partner becomes the focus while Scorpio is in Juno. When it retrogrades, you may need to clear personal issues that hinder you from committing. These could be healing past pain around romantic relationships, or other times you've suffered heartache. So not really comfortable, but definitely needs to happen if you're going to move forward in your current relationship or commit to someone new. So a very transformative time for Leo natives. Virgo, Juno in Scorpio empowers you to overshare your routines, your commitments, and generally become more hyper-focused on your goals. So you become almost obsessed with being perfect. And this is something that Virgo struggles with anyway. But you know what? Perfection is an illusion. Do your best, and that's enough. You want to be there for your partner, you want to be there for your friends, you want to be there for your family, and you want to help them. And that's because you're coming from a place of love and compassion. But you can only do so much. When Juno retrogrades, all your focus and clarity goes out the window, and you may struggle to stay on task. So it would be wise to get the important stuff done, your important responsibilities especially, done before Juno retrogrades. But afterwards, talk things through with your friends, your coworkers, your family, build a schedule you can live with, and ask for assistance, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, Virgo. Libra, Juno in Scorpio will lead the way to transformation around commitments. Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to others? Every time you say you're not going to overspend and then you do, you actually go against yourself. Every time you call yourself a nasty name or make a comment that is caustic about yourself, you're going against yourself. It's time now to stop berating yourself because it isn't helpful, and try to understand what is at the root of this behavior. You need to commit to yourself, commit to being nice to yourself, commit to your personal healing, and commit that you won't be so mean or hard on yourself. This is a shift in how Libra will look at themselves and look at how they show up for other people. When Juno moves retrograde, you may have obstacles that block you from fully committing to your current plans. So talk to trusted friends, mentors, elders about the situation. Ask for advice and be prepared to try a different approach. It's okay to ask for advice. You don't have to take it, but the more information you have from other people, you will be inspired to come up with other ideas and other ways where you can stay on task, and you can also continue your commitment to yourself. Scorpio, when Juno's in your sign, you may see lots of changes. This is a very transformative time for you overall. So at this point, when Juno moves into Scorpio, you're going to probably be looking at your commitments. What are you committed to? How much time are you committing to your job, your relationships, your way of life, your family, your children, your pets? You're really understanding that you can't be on 24/7 and you can't constantly show up for everyone else without downtime for yourself. All of these ideas around the future may shift now because you're more comfortable approaching commitments and long-lasting relationships. As you seek deeper connection and more clarity around your deepest desires, you're ready to examine maybe some outdated beliefs that you're carrying or goals that you've set maybe when you were in your late teens even about what you thought you should be doing and the level of success that you need to have made it or to have achieved what you want to in your life. And that's okay because we make these goals and these plans and ideas about where we want to be at different stages of our life to give us a roadmap. But we need to go back and we need to edit them because every 5 years and for sure every decade, things change. We're transforming, we're evolving, and you definitely are, Scorpio. Your energy is not what it was a year ago even. With that in mind, it's okay to change what you're building for. Once Juno moves retrograde, it's time to release all these false or outdated beliefs about commitments, responsibility, and relationship. It's time to dig in and work through this. It's a great time for shadow work, and it's also a great time for building new relationships too. So this is going to be a very impactful year for Scorpio natives. Sagittarius. Juno and Scorpio could highlight a connection or attraction you have with someone who is unavailable. You could pursue a secret or hidden relationship with this person. And while it might be exciting in the beginning, old issues around trust and loyalty will resurface when Juno retrogrades. So you may have to let go of old ideas about romance, partnerships, commitment, loyalty, what it means to be in a committed relationship. All of this is going to come up for review. So it's an impactful time for you. Capricorn. Juno will assist you in easing into a more balanced and harmonious life. You're more optimistic and you can easily commit to more now. So you're growing closer to your friends and those you care about. You're ready to take your relationship to the next level as well because you're feeling better, you're feeling more optimistic, you're feeling healthier, and you're wanting to make these changes. Once Juno turns retrograde, we'll see issues around connecting with groups or causes. Allow yourself to reevaluate your commitments based on info you've gathered. Connect with old friends and make new memories. And if you're thinking about running for office or joining a cause, make sure that you review them before you say yes. Aquarius. Juno and Scorpio can push you to stop just talking about new goals and actually begin them. While you may not feel ready to start the next chapter in your journey, the universe knows that this is an important part of your personal healing and is urging you to start this journey. During this time, you're also more willing to take on more responsibility or to be more serious about your current responsibilities. And this motivates you to do a better job, whether it's at work or home. You're dedicated and you feel more grounded until the retrograde begins. When Juno retrogrades, you may feel like you're stuck or blocked and it can feel overwhelming. So make time to work on a realistic goal right now, one that you've already started rather than something new, and take baby steps forward with it while Juno is in retrograde. Stick to that one small goal and keep working on it. 2025, 2026, for the next 18 years, thanks to Pluto, are going to be really interesting for Aquarius. If you haven't seen the Pluto video, I'll link it below. You need to go watch it. So looking at Pisces, Juno and Scorpio nudges you to look before you leap into a new relationship. Here's the deal. Pisces has kind of been wanting a new relationship, but they haven't really been out there seeking it. When Juno moves into Scorpio, it's all you're focusing on. But you need to step back a little bit and be realistic. Have you been taking care of yourself? Could this drive for a new relationship just be a distraction so that you don't have to commit to self-care? So yeah, you need to be aware of that. And once you know that you're committed to yourself, then you can then move forward looking for someone else to add value to your life instead of being just a distraction. So before you commit to someone, think about committing to yourself and your own personal goals. You have so much knowledge to share, Pisces. Maybe it's time to commit to writing a book or starting that podcast or that YouTube channel as well, rather than, out there searching for that new relationship. While Juno's in retrograde, you may become too wrapped up in other responsibilities and move away from loved ones. It's time to understand your actions and what's really triggering them. So it's going to be an exciting time for Pisces. Juno will trine Neptune in your sign, Pisces, on February the 8th, 2025 at 28 degrees. And Neptune brings some spiritual and karmatic information to center stage, and we can understand our commitments a little bit easier during this time. So you can expect valuable insights on your hidden beliefs around commitments to come to the surface during this cycle. This will give you the space and the time to examine and release what no longer fits your transformed life. So this is really a good overall healing time for Pisces natives. This is interesting, isn't it? How this theme is going to weave through the year. And at times it will be a background theme, and other times it could be your entire focus. I hope you found this video entertaining and helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. It means the world to me. I have more videos in the queue, and we're working on December videos as well as 2025 videos. So stay tuned. Reiki blessings.